apologize for being so frank, Commander, but your plan feels doomed to failure. We know. We've been there before.
But Madam Counselor, let me...
I'm not the only one that feels this way. The Solarian Dalatras is livid.
Some of these issues are hundreds of years old. Time to let go.
Perhaps. Still, we can't help but feel that this summit is a waste of your time, and we can't afford to have it waste ours. We must focus our attention on the arrival of the Reapers.
Yeah, you're doing such a great job.
Your summit.
I've seen.
Our alliance would be stronger with the Krogan. You need them. We all do.
Good luck, Commander, and goodbye.
Commander, Admiral Hackett's available on VidCom.
Oh, we are actually losing systems. Hades camera. That is unfortunate. Okay. I kind of don't want that. So, might be some stuff off screen I'm gonna do before this. So, probably a cut here, and then I'll be right back with a new episode of Mass Effect 3. 1 second. Alright, so that cut might not have necessarily been, well, necessary. It's actually less I've explored things, it's less dire than we thought. For now, though, yes, we can continue on. So, yeah, we have some more stuff, apparently. Yeah, Fortune labor teams, we got... Socialized Vorcha maintenance, calibration, crew and scientific outpost. It's not unheard of since Vorcha trained by the species for precision tasks. Yeah, okay. So it's a little bit of help, not much though. What else do we got? We're still well below target, but we're getting closer. Reaper Force attacked Hades Gamma Cluster. The 8th Fleet committed itself to conventional hit-and-run tactic, retreating to the Ultram Casper Verge. An ambush and largely wiped out. A few remaining frigates hassled smaller Reaper ships. That is unfortunate. So we might also be losing war efforts or war stuff. I did not know that would happen. Yeah, so we found some missiles and... First-hand torch to Cerberus has been inflicting. The Phoenix Project, a dramatic moving documentary piece. She showed both the horrific twisted experiments on human biotics evidenced by Cerberus using Reaper indoctrination techniques. Her report went viral, rating it battle space sword. Well, good for her. It's just a tiny bit of war thing, I guess. Seems like those type of things only help with like minimal, but it helps something. Special Forces and Project Phoenix defectors. Ah, okay, so these count for a little bit more. Yeah, this is the research data we got from that lab. Reaper stormed Hades Gamma Cluster in full force, wiping out the 8th Fleet. Summons, yeah, so these are going down. That is a very unfortunate. Oh yeah, this is the, yeah, this is just the multiplayer thing. Alright. So, back towards the actual galaxy.
Commander,
Hello.
Edie just went offline.
What do you mean, offline?
Yeah.
No, she's not responding and I can't access the AI core diagnostics. You better get down to deck 3.
Okay, why do I have to do that? I mean, do I look like a technician? I guess I am part engineer, so I guess I am.
Commander, comm systems are going haywire. Whatever's happening is centered on deck 3.
See if you can get to Edie. I'll check the AI core.
Commander, fire alarm in the AI core. Get down
Fire
to deck 3.
alarm? Okay, Jesus, okay, we have to now really look at things. So, AI core. Let's see. Engineer Adams, he was the head engineer in the first game.
Automated systems have the fires contained. It should be safe to enter. We'll follow
Okay.
your lead.
Joker, what's that sound?
Fire extinguishers, Commander. Could be an electrical fire or something.
So everyone is just wearing rebreathers and Shepard's like, nah. Why do they
Going
send
in.
Shepard in? Why?
Edie, talk to me.
Well, she's not dead. Pull out the gun! Pull out the gun!
Is there a particular topic you wish to discuss, Shepard?
Still pull out the gun! Yeah, very good, Adams.
Edie?
Yes.
You're in Dr. Eva's body.
Not all of me,
Kinky.
but I have control of it. It was not a seamless transition.
What exactly happened?
A transition? You blacked out on us for a while there.
Correct. When we brought this unit on board, I began a background process to search for its information on the Prothean device. This eventually triggered a trap. A backup power source and CPU activated, and the unit attempted physical confrontation. Fortunately, I was able
Ooh, we
to
should have
gain
restrained that
access
thing
and
somewhere
repurpose
safer.
it as I saw fit. During this process, it struggled. Thus the fire.
That was rather dangerous.
Edie, you need to alert us about incidents like this. You shouldn't have done this alone.
Bringing the crew up to speed would have been counterproductive. All attempts to help would have been limited by reaction time.
I disagree.
So if you're in there, are you still in the ship?
I exist primarily within the ship. For optimal control, this unit should remain within Normandy's broadcast or tight beam range.
Are you planning to take that body somewhere?
Normandy's weaponry is not suited to every combat situation. This platform could provide limited fire ground support.
You mean you could come with us?
Okay.
Correct. This body could accompany you to areas the Normandy cannot reach.
Suppose we could do that.
I'll tell you when I need it.
Excellent. I will run tests to ensure that it matches or exceeds the capabilities of organic squad mates. However, my first step should be restoring functionality to the Normandy. to
Yes, do
reassure
your
the
job,
crew that
as it
all is
were.
normal.
Just don't be surprised if the crew is a little wary of your new body. It was shooting at them a little while ago.
Probably Pi
An
should be
excellent
wary.
point. I will take it to the bridge. Joker will also want to see it.
On that, we can agree.
Yes. I have seen this extranet research. So, while we're here anyway, let's go and have a talk with some people on this deck. Dr. Chakwas.
Was that Edie who just walked by?
Apparently so.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Joker is going to have a field day with that.
Everything okay
Field
down here,
night,
Doctor?
probably.
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Why?
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Yeah, sure, since it is Cerberus.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
It had better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it.
You didn't
You're
pay
a
for
picture
any
of
of that,
health.
Pi. That was done by your mortal enemies. Be great. No, actually, that makes no sense. So, medical supplies. How are you?
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Well, we'll try to limit that. Cerberus, then.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't
Probably
work
a
for
lot.
them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them.
Yeah, but they
So
used us,
no,
I'm pretty
I
sure.
don't regret it one bit.
And the family?
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed
Kinky.
with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
With big guns.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Okay, so what have we not checked with Liara? We can now, I suppose we can have a checkup with Garrus now.
2 of our dreadnoughts have been lost in a matter of hours.
I know, Primarch. I'm seeing the same numbers myself. They don't look good.
We have to turn this around, and fast.
Are there pills on the table?
You can trust Shepard, sir. If anybody can get the Krogan to cooperate, it's him. He's an old friend of Urdnot Rex.
Let's just hope friendship still counts for something in this war.
It does,
Sure
damn
it will,
well.
sir.
Okay, hello there, Garrus.
Garrus.
Not talking about
Didn't
my
waste
back,
any
are
time
you?
getting to work, I see.
After what I've been through lately, calibrating a giant gun is a vacation. Gives me something to focus on.
We're gonna need you for more than your aim.
Oh, I'm ready for it. But I'm pretty sure we'll still need giant guns. And lots of them.
Yes.
Sovereign didn't go down without a fight. I doubt 1,000 more of his friends will be any different. Still not convinced I should have left Palaven behind.
We can be hard ass here. There's no room for doubt.
We're not gonna beat the Reapers by second-guessing ourselves, Garrus. I need you at your best. Every decision we make is the right one.
And when we're wrong,
We haven't been so far.
there are times I wish we were. Convincing my people the end was coming got pretty rough. They didn't want to hear it. Finally gave me a task force as a token to shut me up.
So you're their expert advisor now?
Just followed your example, Shepard. Yell loud enough and someone will eventually come over to see what all the fuss is about. Not that they'll actually do
That is
anything
kind of
about it.
crazy, man, logic.
Until hell shows up at their door. Then they put you in charge.
Not like the old days, is it? Rogue Spectre and C-Sec agents running and gunning outside the lines, making it up as we went along.
I think we are
We're
pretty much
actually
still doing that.
respectable now.
Well, let's stick with we earned it.
We've lost enough friends trying to make sure this day never came. I'd say we've all earned some respect.
Then the first Reaper we take out with this gun, it's in their honor. Just give the word. Something else you want to talk about?
Yeah, let's talk a bit more about Garrus's task force.
So what's this Reaper task force you've been running?
After what happened to you out there in Batarian space, I knew time was running out. For all of us. The Citadel Council was a dead end, so I did something I never thought I'd do. I went to my father.
He used to work for C-Sec, didn't he? I seem to remember that the two of you didn't see eye to eye.
Yep.
To put it mildly. But he still had heavy pull in the Turian government. The Primarch, well, the old one, was a friend of his. So I went to my father and laid out everything we
Yeah,
knew
so
about
politics,
the Reapers,
same
from
thing.
Saren all the way to the Collector base.
Makes one hell of a story, yeah.
I'm not sure even I'd believe it.
I had to admit that parts of it sounded crazy. Meeting Vigil, talking to Sovereign on Vermeer. But my father just listened. It's what he did in his days at C-Sec, putting together all the pieces. If the connections were there, he wouldn't deny them. And he saw what we always knew. The Reapers were coming.
I'm glad someone finally agreed.
He
Smart
did more
man.
than agree.
Garrus's
He
dad.
took it to the Primarch.
I like his style.
Except the Primarch wasn't as convinced. My father kept pushing and finally got him to commit some token resources. And if you call them a task force, it sounds like you did something about it.
Any result?
What did you do with it?
As much as I could get away with. And a little more. We hardened our lines of communications, expanded emergency stockpiles across the colonies, improved our early warning detection protocols.
You think it helped?
I'd like to think it bought our fleet some extra time. We'll know when this war is over.
So, about the family.
You mentioned you still had family on Palaven.
My father is there. Sister, too.
How long has it been since you heard from them?
Long enough to be worried.
Yeah, we'll be good friends here.
I'm sure they're okay.
We can be
That's the
positive
thing about getting
sometimes.
old, Shepard. The
can.
platitudes get just as old. What about you? Any word from your family?
My mother's in the Alliance. Haven't heard from her since Earth got hit.
I'm sure she's okay.
Yay, St. Platitude's back. So what are our chances of winning?
I know you don't have any illusions about what we're up against, Garrus. How do you rate our chances?
I know it looks bad now, but I think we can win this, Shepard. For the first time since we met, we're not alone in the fight. It's something I learned long ago in CSEC. An imminent and painful death has a way of motivating people.
You didn't learn that
Instead
as
of
a
questioning
vigilante
your
out
every
for
word,
vengeance?
whole civilizations are going to be begging you to save them.
After what's happened to Palaven, you still believe that?
I didn't say there
I
wouldn't
think
be
there's going to be a little bit of a
casualties. Some
Chatterathon
Turians are taught
episode.
from birth. If just one survivor is left standing
Usually
at the end of
past
a war,
the
then the
big
fight
mission.
was worth it. But humans want to save everyone. In this war, that's not going to happen.
And Primus Victus, is he a good player in this?
So you can vouch for this new Primarch?
Well, even if I couldn't, you go to war with the army you have.
Will he live up to his word?
I've never known Victus to lie. Play fast and loose with strategy, maybe, but betray an ally. Not his style. And if he did try, well, we'll just find another Primarch.
Ah, let's make, yes, Primarch
I
Garrus.
noticed generals saluting you, Garrus. How far down the line of succession are you these days?
Let's not go there.
Primarch Vicarian, honored war hero. Somebody's gonna have to rebuild Palaven when this is over.
Yeah, somebody who knows how to hold a hammer.
That's all for now, Garrus.
Well, you know, the hammer
It's damn
is a
good to
sniper
have you back.
rifle type, and he's
Wouldn't
good with
miss
those.
this fight for anything. Now, I'm sure somebody screwed up something down here. I want to get the old girl back in fighting shape.
Alright, so good, nice. And that actually unlocked new powers and stuff. Very good. Now let's have a chat with lady friend Liara.
Talk.
No, the gun battery is nice and quiet. If I throw down some rugs, it'll get downright cozy.
Garrus.
I'll be fine, Liara. Just gathering some thoughts.
All right.
We were just talking to Dare, we're talking with him. He's alright. Hey, Liara.
Hello again, Shepard.
Wow, that's bright. What's new?
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
And, well, we got the Prothean device now.
How
No
much do you
more?
know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
And I did. Zing. So, what's being the Shadow Broker like?
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship, impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
Blowing stuff up?
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser.
Yes,
I don't
blowing
think the
stuff up.
elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Well, neither did I.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
And what happened to Farron?
So where is Farron if you two
Deep
escaped?
dive.
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
So, yeah, the drone.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
Alright, well, I guess this is all it.
We'll
then.
talk later, Liara.
Of course.
Not looking at her, because for some reason I feel my head needs to be turned. So let's actually see, are there any intel stuff? I think we already got this. Okay. What do I hear beeping? Weird. Oh, that's the Normandy portrait. Ah. I think green flashlight means new stuff. Throne of Scientists. Okay, so I'll have to read up on this interesting little find later. So, Antolin, alien AI controlled ship makes contact with Solarian space. Ah, Farron, so he is still alive. And Alliance interrogation records of Cerberus. Oh, so they have ocular flashbangs rigged up in them to kill themselves. What fun, fucked up people they are. Alright, well, with that, I think we'll just do a little stint back into space. And then call this a Chatterathon episode, yes.
Commander, I found something suspicious. Have you got a minute?
Okay, sure.
Commander, are you alright? It was fairly intense up here. I can only imagine what it was like down on that moon.
I thought you'd be more concerned about Edie.
Edie is a huge asset to this team. If she'd told me about her plan to obtain a body, I'd have volunteered to help.
Especially that body.
A conflict of interest between our friendship and your duty.
I'd have preferred a conflict of interest to a hard restart of half our systems. But thanks, regardless. While you're here, though, I found something while scanning Alliance channels. Grissom Academy is requesting help. The Reaper invasion front will hit them soon.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty
I thought
important.
the war would close most schools.
Grissom Academy is more specialized than the
Yeah,
normal
biotics school.
It's home to some of the smartest students humanity has to offer.
And I think a
Their
biotics
extension
school.
project helps gifted young biotics.
Yeah.
If it had been open 20 years ago, I bet you'd have been there.
Yes, I sent a young man named David Archer there. I'm just surprised they're still open.
Some of their work has Alliance support. That might be why they stayed.
Yeah, let's
What can we do?
A Turian evac transport responded to their distress call, so normally I'd say we don't need to do anything. But something sounded off in the Turian signal. I had Edie perform an analysis. It's fake. Edie thinks it's Cerberus. She said the fake Turian signal was similar to the one that lured you to a collector ship?
Long story.
In any event, whoever faked the signal wants us to think Grissom Academy's being evacuated. But I believe they're still in danger.
That is nice work, tracking out Cerberus. Let's go break him soon.
If this really is Cerberus,
Yeah.
hopefully this operation is something worth investigating. It could be simple disinformation.
Trainer, good catch.
Thank you, Commander.
Let's go stop Cerberus's butt! Yeah, I know there's the whole Reaper invasion of intergalactic doom aliens, but we hate Cerberus more! Let's actually refuel. Actually, let's just wait. I think we're still okay on fuel. So let's see. Meet with diplomats. Where would Grissom Academy be? Rescue students over here. Okay, so that's very much in between Reaper, so we definitely need to handle this. So we lost the Hades Gamma cluster and the Artemis Tau cluster, but you can still go there and, you know, look for stuff.
Commander, this system saw a lot of action. There may be survivors.
I hear fuel, yes. Thank you for your fuel. So if I do this here...
I found something.
Boom, we can still find things. But I'll just make things, you know, alerted to the Reapers, which is dangerous. So we are gonna have to be careful in these systems about how much scanning we actually do. Lost and found completed. Credits! Okay. That's sadly on the credits, but we do have to like buy new stuff. Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay, that was not necessary. So, okay, let's start the scan for this. Ah, so actually this is a modded in event. That's fun. Let's read up on this. Discharge of FTL engines is an act rarely fires the imagination, but there's exceptions when the act can lead to something enticing. As you gaze against Ploba's surreal area, contact Edie, the captain of contacted by Edie, the captain of a ship called the Andrastes, spotted anomaly and is requesting an audience. Andrastes, Captain Hypatia, is a Turian short and you have seen before, with a sonic silver carapace and with a pleasant fervent demeanor. Over a glass of Turian brandy, she explains that she is here on a council-funded research expedition. The mystery of Ploba has fascinated her for years. She is keen to solve it before it's too late. Hypatia explains that the survey ship has discovered a tantalizing evidence of a massive solid structure deep within the atmosphere, too regular and patterned to be anything natural. Previous attempts to communicate with the structure have repeatedly failed. The last attempt to contact the deep anomaly ended in disaster and the loss of a dozen crewmen. After a quiet moment, when staring at the viewport of Ploba, she requests aid in a final attempt at communication. She believes the best chance to get rid of Ploba is to use the normally state-of-the-art bleeding-edge technology. Time to recruit a precious commodity. Do we dare waste on a pressure? Yeah, well, we'll do it. I don't think there's much really we lose here. You agree to help solve this mystery by offering the Normandy systems, in the hope that it will delay what will prove worth the wait. She transmits a Jovian submerged vehicle from the Andasta and begins modifications. Some of the crew are more keen to return to the fights than play scientists, but Hypatia is thrilled by the end following the date when it's ready to be deployed. After climbing the submersible with the Turian, Joker positions the Normandy as close as he can in Ploba's atmosphere. Hypatia eases the vehicle from the shuttle bay and begins to descend towards the planet. Parachutes deploy after breaching the exosphere, slowing your descent and conserving power for the return home. Powerful winds buffet the vehicle, but stabilizers prevent you from feeling the full force. The sight before you is extraordinary and rarely seen. A boundless sky, its clouds creating a sense of immensity that's both devoid of form and endless in its complexity. The Turian looks as odd as you feel by the view, but she is shaken from her reverie by a warning of her VI that the submersible delves deeper into the Ploba's cloud layers. The pressure will start reaching dangerous levels and she is forced to halt the descent. A parachute cut in the ESO core comes to life, but you cannot hold here for long before you're forced to activate the main engines. She activates the beacon. Data bursts transmit towards submersible to the core of the planet. Nothing happens. Visibly deflated, Hypatia turns to you and admits defeat through gritted teeth. You don't leave the planet soon. The pressure will be too great and will overwhelm the submersible. Reluctantly, you agree that it's time to leave and begin keying the command to activate the main engine to return home. All of a sudden, a colossal... Oh, this is interesting. So, last time I did a test on this, nothing really happened. Now something is actually happening, so I guess this is randomized on dice roll. Interesting. All of a sudden, a colossal energy bursts from Plobia's mysterious interior towards the ship. A power surge rips through the vehicle computer systems and even the engines are overwhelmed by its arrival. The submersible ship slips into a freefall. By some fluke, the artificial gravity remains active. And the pair of you initiate system reboot and activate the main engines. Negative mass envelopes the jovial submerged vehicle before the engine kicks in as you ascend back through the Ploban atmosphere to relative safety in open space where the Normandy is waiting. Not even the Turian's inexpressive carapace can hide her elation. Rebooting the system has revealed that Pulse filled the data banks to capacity. She has definitely proved that something intelligent lies within the heart of Ploba. A mystery to continue unraveling. After you bid farewell, Hypatia returns to her ship. You take one last look from the viewpoint of the magnificent Ploba. So much is unknown about this jewel in the infinite darkness. Perhaps one day the curtain will be pulled back and the truth finally revealed. Perhaps you will be there to see it. So yeah, Ploba is believed to be possibly a Jupiter brain, a planet-sized computer. Now we have some form of proof of it. Cool. So I think with that discovery, well, oh shit! Okay, we need to leave now. There's angry Reapers coming.
Evasion successful.
Aha! So be very careful with the right mouse button. Oh well, thankfully the Reapers seem quite concerned with other stuff. Okay, well. We'll call it here for now. Did we just get a tank? I think we just got a tank. Well, see you next time. Have more adventures in space. Probably rescue that Grissom Academy to stomp Cerberus' ass. Till then.